The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumburg. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
And boom, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched than the first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric. And we'll be back to get it going right after this. And we're back. And on the hill, Sierra Williams. What's the word on her?
Very solid starters, able to repeat her mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows her to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there she was feeling that curveball and figured she could finish with that pitch.
Here's Jesse Winker.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
Williams, in her rookie season, only 18 years old, and she was the 2nd-round pick in 2024. And the pitch. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Two out, space is empty. Got him looking. And she strikes out the side here in the first. Nothing doing for the Mets. Still behind by a count of 1-0. National League Championship Series. And here is Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Williams back to work.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series. It was a huge momentum swing.
Away, away, away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Fell off to a great start. She's really cruising out there on the mound. She's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set her up to go deep into this game.
That clips the zone. 0-1.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
That's to third. To first. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. They're down 1-0. Back here in Queens, and now the DH, Sierra Williams. In the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez.
The catcher, Francisco.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Batting it, the second baseman. Here.
Jeff McNeil stands in. There's a strike. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, he gloves it from his knees, the throw, and they get the out.
Batting up, the center fielder,
That was an impressive diving stop. Singing, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast for Simple.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play all the way around. Just really smooth.
And now it's Jose Siri. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss it.
And she got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. And the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Way out front for strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like she's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for her.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Winker now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Right fielder. No.
Juan Soto now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
One out. Runners at first and second.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. It's game 3 of the National League Championship Series. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Williams back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
And a swing and a miss. And that K brings her into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. She should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
So up next, Mark Vientos. That one at the knees for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and the pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, and get her teammates back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Two down, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of the NLCS.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Citi Field. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Ball one there. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one down.
Number 1, second baseman, Jeff.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1 so far. That pitch gets the inside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, the pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
And the sweeper is off the plate.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
The Mets yet to pick up a hit here. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game.
Put that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, or reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And that was a great one right there.
That one finds the zone, and the count even at 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. So she's perfect through 6. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing.
Now batting, designated hitter, Sierra Williams.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that turns the lineup over. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Here's a 2-2. Here goes the runner in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's a base hit. Williams coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, and she's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Nice curveball for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique, and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
Tap foul at the plate.
No, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Soto stands in now and watches strike 1. And strike 2.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. It's the Braves 3 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso.
Not a single base runner through the first 7 innings for these guys. They had no answer.
Williams back to work. Off the mark there, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1-1.
Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited, you think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
You know, Bruce, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. That one down the line. Olsen steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. She's got these hitters locked up.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Knee-high strike, nothing in 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. The Mets still looking for their first hit in this one. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Sierra Williams. 1 for 3. Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss to Alonso, and that is that. Sierra Williams heading back out for the bottom of the 9th as she'll look to make history.
Now pitching for...
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Joe Jimenez.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, self-a-save. This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.